Greetings. Here I am. Okay, now it looks like it's live. I think it's working. I'm presenting. Okay. Looks like it's working, but I don't hear myself. Hello, participants. Let's see. Let's see. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay. I can hear myself. But where is where? Okay. You can see it. Uh, Hello? Hello. Join. I present to myself. Such a fucking pain in the ass. Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. I'm back in action. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Greetings, greetings. Greetings, greetings. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Greetings, everyone. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Greetings, everyone. Greetings.
Hey. Hey, Sarah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello. I hear something.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hey,
Okay.
you. God, this thing drives me crazy.
are,
Just
are, are you already live?
I can hear you. I guess
Yeah.
we're. Did you set it up from your side?
No. Usually you can start it and go live later.
Oh, okay. Jesus. It's just that there's no clear directions. It's just drives me crazy. Anyway, how do we look at the photos? Do you?
So the best, typically the way we do it is you can start presenting and go through it, and then we can talk about it. That's typically what I've done in the
Okay.
sessions.
So like I can, because you have them right on the Google thing.
I do, but you should be going through them and then.
Online. Okay, so what I do is I get them again. Let's see, I had them already.
And the green button on the top will let you do the screen share.
Right. Okay, so I go to my photos, albums. Okay. Okay. Green button on the right. There it is, screen share. And we want to share this one. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Okay, so you see these aren't landscapes.
I know, I was about to say, so I don't do a lot of portraits, so
Yeah.
hopefully I can give you some feedback.
Okay. Well, a way you look at it, a photo is a photo, whether if it's a mountain or a woman or a building, you know. But my whole thing is that I do photography as a business.
Mm-hmm.
And I can take the most beautiful mountaintop in the world and not make a dime.
Mm-hmm.
But if I take pictures of women or men or whatever it is, they pay me. So it's kind of like, that's kind of where it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because I just uploaded them as I finished them, and these are just the beginning ones, I'll do it more in order at a later time.
Okay.
But I think, you know, like any other photo, we can just look at them and say, well, that's a nice photo. So this,
Yeah.
yeah. So just a little history. This is a woman who was in a movie, and I was doing the publicity shots for them, for the movie.
Uh-huh.
The sad thing is that she died like a month later.
Oh, wow.
Just died. No one knows why. They did her autopsies. They still don't know. So it's kind of sad, but here she is. The thing that's difficult with women, particularly, is the skin. You have to make it look, make it look nice without making it look fake. So that's one thing that's a little different than just a regular shoot.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, this is publicity photos. I guess what Glenn likes to do is kind of click through them. So I'll click through them. Are you seeing that? Like,
yeah, I can. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. This was a prom photo. That's actually just a 17-year-old woman. Same, converted into black and white.
Yeah, I really like the black and white here.
Yeah. And so, again, a lot of the work is on the eyes and the skin. And I use On One Photo Raw.
Okay. You don't use Lightroom?
I don't use Lightroom. I use Photoshop. It's not Photoshop. It's a different company. I've been using them for about a year now. I really like it. This is my daughter swinging in the rain. And it actually wasn't raining. I added that.
Oh, really? So that was so interesting because I looked at it and I really like this photo, and especially I think the rain effect looks great.
Yeah, she looks like she's just enjoying the drops. I really like that photo.
Huh. That's interesting that you added it later. There's no way I could have told that.
Yeah, it's perfect. The angle in her face like that.
Yeah, maybe because of the fact that everything is still pretty clear. If you're taking in the rain, I would have seen a little muddiness in the photo.
Yeah, but it was perfect. It looked like a sun shower, you know, just a light rain.
Yeah.
So that is something I added in on One Photo Raw, just a texture, a rain texture.
Ah, interesting. So that you can do that in on one.
Yes.
Hmm.
And here's going the other way, similar photo.
Yeah, I think I like the other one better because I think the mood is
Yes, yes, I
it's
agree.
much more moody there,
Yeah,
and it works really well. And also on the other one, her foot is blocked by one of the flowers, and this this looks a
yeah,
little much better.
yeah. And also, you don't have the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks better. I agree. All right, that's good to know. Next, this is actually one of my neighbors. Um, and in this one, I took the photo, and the background was dark, and
Uh-huh.
I added those flowers. The flowers were there, but I kind of brought them into the foreground. So that was part of the work.
Uh-huh.
And also, this one had a little bit of almost all the photos were taken in natural light, but in this
Yeah.
one I had a very slight, I had a LED handheld light.
Okay.
Plus the sun was behind her, and it really helped her eyes look a little brighter.
Hmm. So not a flash, but like just a light.
Just a little light, just that
Okay.
gives that, you can see it reflected in her eyes, just really helped.
Huh.
Her skin is very milky, and you really don't need much light on it. But you can see I had to crop her head out a little bit because it was actually a little blown out on her hair. It was really bright.
Oh. I really like the backlighting there. It looks good.
Yeah, yeah. This one, there's no other lights, um, and the sun was actually setting behind her, and it's just amazing the kind of brightness that you can get even in the shade. That was something that really interested, I was intrigued by.
Hmm.
I like this one a lot. There she is again. We'll go through them. And that one I just really made it more of a pale. I really liked the way that looked. That dress was actually a light blue, and I made it really pale.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I took out a lot of I desaturated this photo quite a bit. That one just black and white.
I'm always drawn towards the black and whites.
Yeah, yeah. This was an interesting one. I was actually on a class. This was outdoors, and someone held a black behind her, a black cloth behind her.
Uh-huh.
And I had one shot because it was like a class with a bunch of people, and I got this shot. And I converted to black and white. It was just an obvious way to go.
Yeah, that looks really great. I think especially I really like the contrast and especially her earrings. That
Yeah,
looks really amazing.
and just that little bit of light around her head, I think
Uh-huh.
that was really nice too. So that was in broad daylight with no light. That was just broad daylight, believe it or not, sunlight. With
Oh,
a
really?
black, yeah, with a black behind her, black cloth.
Huh.
This is another one of the actresses from the movie, just up against one of the walls, all natural light. I think she was actually underneath like a little umbrella.
Huh.
She's one of my favorite models. I notice it's a little bit yellow up here in her hair. I'm noticing that now, which I could probably fix. Another one of the actresses in the movie.
Yeah, I really like the side lighting on this.
Yeah. In this place where I took these photos, there was only the natural light. They had no electricity, and it was a little cabin.
Huh.
So all of these, again, all natural light. That's probably my favorite right there. What do you think about that one?
Yeah. Again, I'm really liking the lighting. I like the fact that you're using natural light because um, I don't even have a flash or anything like that, and I typically don't use anything other than natural light for my
Yeah,
photos.
yeah, yeah. So it was that's kind of what when I originally asked Glenn about doing this, and he said okay. I told him I would be doing all natural light. You know, no flash, no
Mm-hmm.
studio or anything. Even those are indoor, they're just the window light. That's it.
Yeah, and the eyes are really and you're really straight drawn to the eyes because they're so expressive on this photo.
Yeah, she's amazing. And this is a musician I photographed. Uh, I did quite a few of her.
Uh-huh.
Again, just outdoors. I guess the whole thing was like these are all paid jobs,
Yeah.
so it's not like a hobby. It's like okay, I'm gonna make money at this. Yeah, I like that one. She liked it too.
Yeah, I really like this one. The other one, I like the guitar prop, but I feel like it's a
Yeah,
bit bright.
yeah, it is a little bright. I could probably work that down a little bit.
Yeah, I especially given the fact that the background that is white in color,
Yeah,
her her skin kind of uh, well, it doesn't
yeah, it looks
show a lot
more
of
bright.
contrast from it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think in the second photo it really looks great because the skin tone's much better here.
Yeah, it was interesting because we started around 7 in the evening,
Uh-huh.
and as it got later, the photos were better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a little less bright. Really nice photo. This is also indoor, and the only light was from a window above.
Oh,
Another,
nice.
that's another actress. So mostly actresses and musicians in almost most of the photos.
That's pretty cool that you got that at ISO 640. I was looking at the album.
Right.
Indoors. Yeah.
Yep. That D750 is a good camera.
Very nice.
Are you what camera do you use?
A Sony.
A
Uh,
Sony. Okay.
yeah, I just bought the A7R2 back in January. So
Right.
hopefully I can get it to work fully functional again. It's still sitting in a bag of rice.
Well, that's right. That's right. You took it to Iceland. No, is that
Yeah.
right? Iceland.
Yep.
Right. Well, I'm gonna probably get the new D850 in a few months.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But this is a great camera, so I'm not like in a big hurry. So here's that girl again, my neighbor. She's actually deaf, which made it interesting, but she's very, very good.
Huh.
She just graduated high school. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I actually like this better. Even though
Yeah, okay.
the shadow's a little disruptive, but it just adds this real intrigue to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially, I wish it was entirely on one side of the face, a little bit kind of crept in the other side.
Yes, yeah.
If it was just on one side, it would have been like very striking.
Yeah, you mean these few here?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I wish I didn't have such brightness on the chin as well.
That is true. I didn't even think about that. Because otherwise, it really looks like something you kind of see in like a I don't know, like a movie poster or something where.
That's what we were going for.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. And that one's edited a little differently. I called it Trailer Park Girls because this is a trailer in her backyard, and we wanted to have that look. That's kind of some gorgeous woman living in a trailer on the side of the road. Yeah, a little different editing here.
Yeah, kind of an old school
Yes,
look.
yeah. Again, more the trailer park look. Just wrinkled shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think that was the last one in the backyard. And then this was a model, actually. We were just out in the park.
Mm.
But again, sun was setting. It was quite late. I think it might have even set already, and it was still very bright.
Yeah, I really like especially her expression.
Yeah, she's quite good.
And I also like the little slight vignetting you have going on.
Yeah, yeah.
It really draws you into the.
Yeah, this little vignetting at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, so Russian girl. Yeah, so
Kind of a hippie look.
yeah. It was actually a friend of mine was doing the shoot, and I was helping her. And then I had she said, "Oh, why don't you take some?" So then I just took a few right at the end.
Mm.
She's doing this whole thing on nymphs.
On what?
Nymphs, NY, a nymph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So those are the photos. Quite a few of Rebecca. That's Rebecca. That's my musician friend. So of these two, I think I kind of like the one with the eyes looking. How about you?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think the eyes are the big draw there. So
yeah,
I mean,
amazing.
Yeah, the other photo is also great, but I think this one really pops.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So we're supposed to get this down to 12?
Yeah.
Is that right?
12
okay.
And kind of looking cohesive.
Right.
So I think the order in which you do it, which I think Glenn will work with you, but the order in which you put it makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially when you have black and whites and color going together.
Yes.
How does the transition work? Well, I think that's a challenge.
This is one of my favorites of her. I like her, very milky skin and just the way she's looking. I like that. And I like that. I like most of hers.
Yeah, I actually like this one really well because
eyes are amazing.
More because of the fact that the background, kind of all of the lines and what is the hay behind?
Yeah, it's hay.
Yeah, that kind of converge into her hair really well.
Yeah, that was the idea. I actually found this hay in my yard and stapled it to the fence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that one, I think it works the best on this photo because of the way the lines are moving.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, that's good. And this one, I like the poppies and her lips.
Yeah.
Her lips are a little, this is just her own makeup. She did herself. It wasn't professional. But that was a lot of work to get that in there with her hair,
yeah.
Put it afterwards. I think it came pretty good, actually.
Yeah, and when I zoom in, I can see that light you were talking about, and it actually kind of gives it a little bit of glint in the eye.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, oh, wow, it's very interesting. So we determined which ones to eliminate would be this one here.
Yeah.
We'll eliminate that. The Surefire, I think this one here I'm going to eliminate. So I don't like her hair.
Yeah.
Too yellow. if I'm going to do a curtain one, so we're going to eliminate that one.
Yeah.
I think I much love this one more than this one.
Yep, I agree.
I think of these, we're going to eliminate this one, and maybe we like this one.
Yeah, I kind of like both of those. It's kind of a little bit of a different effect, but it's going to be tough to keep all of them, right?
Yeah. When you think of these two, I'd probably keep this one.
Yeah.
Eliminate that.
Both are great, but I think the way in which she's standing looks great.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a very. She looks really tall with the way.
Yeah, I was down like on the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and how to put this together with some of these black and whites, like this one here, so different rest, but I like it a lot.
I really like the first black and white too.
This one, yeah, me too. Let's see, how does this work? So I got rid of 6, and then what do? You exit?
No, you can you hit the 3 dots on the top, and you can say remove from album.
Oh. Here. 3 dots.
3 dots on the top, on the blue ribbon on top.
Here, I see.
And remove from album.
Okay.
So it won't delete them, but it'll remove from this album.
Okay, good. So now this is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you still have
18. Okay, so
there are 4 in the middle that you could probably.
I think this one will. I mean, this is interesting.
That is interesting, but I feel like it's a little harsh.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because of the fact that the hay behind becomes more striking than the foreground.
Yeah. I think I might have these are the same day, these 2 photos.
Yeah.
Editing. I edited this with a little more contrast.
Yeah.
Much softer, so we'll eliminate that one.
Yeah, I bet you could change that to kind of like make the background a little softer, and it would work really well.
I think because I have so many of her, I think I'll just eliminate it. I have these 3. I have 3, 4, 5, 6 of her, so 7.
Yeah.
So now the thing that's interesting, a pattern, is this red. I'm looking for patterns, like the red dress here, red lips, red flowers, red. That's kind of a theme. And then we have the black and whites. We have 1, 2, 3 black and whites.
And those are really great black and whites.
Yeah, I could convert this one here. I think I have it as black and white as well. But it's also a good transition because it's mostly black and white with the red lips. So that's an option too. Is there another one right now that just doesn't? Well, you said you didn't like this one so much, so let's get rid of that one.
Which one?
This one here.
Yeah, I actually like the pose. I just don't. I think it's the white and the tone of the body that doesn't work really well together.
Okay. Okay, well, down to 3 rows.
It gets really tough.
Yeah.
So you have 16 now.
I'd rather spend my time looking at these photos than a bunch of trees and stuff. It's really interesting. I just find it more interesting. Let's see. Can you move them?
Yeah, you can.
Like you can click on it and...
Yeah, just click and pull. You should be able to move.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe. Or go to edit album. So again, go to the top.
Yeah.
And you should have an option to edit album. And then you can move it around.
Okay. I think for some reason I want... Because these seem very similar, similar flow. Let's see. So interesting. But some are square, which I could... Like, I did some, they're square because I was doing them for the... Like, she's a model, so I did it for her Instagram. So it's square purposely. So interesting seeing, like, this black and white here. Like, this is much stronger contrast, more black and whites, whereas this one's not as white.
Yeah.
But it was just, this was taken at night. I mean, it was dark out with no flash, just that there was straight lights. She was at a hotel for her prom. You see, if we put the black and whites together, yeah, that whole thing of organizing, maybe, is that what Glenn helps me do?
Yeah, and part of it may not be all black and whites together. It may be the mood of the photos, or the way in which you transition from one to another. It kind of works together. We spent a lot of time when I was working. We even flipped a photo, and it made a lot of difference.
Oh,
like,
right.
Left to right, and it just like transformed the entire sequence.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, that brings us down to what?
16, I think.
16. Well, we started high. We started at like 24.
Yeah. I would say the photos with the hay, I would say the first one's definitely the strongest.
Yeah. Okay.
But which one do you feel the strongest about on there?
Well, I really think not opening it. Let's see. I still think this one, her eyes and her face look fantastic on this one. I don't know why it's not. Oh, undo. Hold on. There it is.
Yeah, you're right on that.
Her eyes are amazing. Not sure why. What happened, because they were getting, when I click on them, they get bigger. Now they're not.
Also, because you hit the top on the top left, you have the that because you're in edit mode. Okay, now you should be able to click in.
Yeah, when I look at her eyes and her pose in this photo, it's pretty amazing. And I think, I mean, it's a little darker than the other one, but it was literally, the sun was setting behind her, and there was no light. Pretty amazing. And the other thing that was really interesting, I had this problem with my camera. I'd be shooting, I'd be shooting, and then right in the middle of a shoot, it would shift to JPEG Basic.
Huh.
This was taken with a JPEG Basic, believe it or not.
Interesting.
Yeah. in the dark. So that camera is pretty amazing. It's totally amazing. I had it fixed, but
Oh,
it would just shit. I mean, like you could see it. You'd follow it. It'd be raw, and then it was something would happen. It would go into JPEG basically.
that's interesting. Was it
Yeah,
some firmware issue or?
it was a. They actually weren't sure, but it doesn't happen anymore.
Okay.
So that one. That's just a style. This one. It's still wild with the straw in her hair. Still like that one. This is one of my favorites for sure. So these four, I like them. I think this one I might get rid of. I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll. Okay, so here's the question for you. Eliminate one. What would be your least favorite of these? Yeah, I want to get down to at least 15.
Yeah. I think I agree with you on the
This one. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because that's I kind of like that the look of it.
Yeah.
But I think that's something you can pretty easily do that, and it's a little gimmicky on the look.
Okay. Good.
The other one is really captivating, I think.
Yeah, these are captivating. Like this one here with this blonde woman, just so interesting because she's just in this room, and I said, just look towards the window over there.
Yeah.
Boom. That's like her favorite.
Yeah.
Her eyes were just amazing.
That's great.
I think that's a really good. That's really good. Well, I think 15 is good. I mean, we got rid of quite a few.
Yeah.
I think one of these I'll have to choose, but I'm not going to do it right now because this one. Let me move it. Let's see. Where did we click again to move them? Option?
Yeah. Option and edit.
I'm going to put them all next to each other. Yeah. Because they're very similar.
Mm-hmm.
They were taken on different days. Oops. Let's go back. That one. See, that one is maybe better, actually. This was taken with a RAW file.
Uh-huh.
A little more depth. And that was with the JPEG basic. A little darker. I really like the feel of it, though. Maybe I'll get rid of that one. It's tough, isn't it?
It is tough. I feel like the only reason why I would say I agree with you on like that might be the one to get rid of because it, from a styles perspective, that doesn't seem to belong in the entire group.
Okay. Which one? This one?
No, the other one, the last one. Yeah.
Okay. That's what you're here for. Yeah, it's true because everything else is pretty much either black and white or realistic looking.
Yeah.
Whereas this one's more.
It kind of transports you back to a different time.
Yeah,
almost.
That was the idea. Like if you look at, like a fashion magazine, women's magazines, they do this look a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Desaturated look.
Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know, going back to...
Yeah, I think it might have even been an antique
yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, so I don't think it clearly belongs in because everything else just seems very contemporary looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, down to 14. So I think
that's good.
you'll have you're definitely a great set to work with there. It's I'll be really interested to see how Glenn works to kind of put them in an order, right?
Yeah.
Um. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm putting together this whole business where I'm working with a woman who's a makeup artist. She worked in Hollywood and stuff. We're gonna do this whole, I think they call it glamour photography, where a woman will come in, she'll get a whole makeup session, and then I'll photograph them and then present them with prints.
Yeah. Uh,
You have to buy
and
the print.
I think the whole idea is when you take to Glenn, if I remember correctly, you can. The idea was to cut it down to 12, and then you can add back another 2 or 3 or 4. So you can actually start with another with totally 16, and then um, work with him to cut it down again. So
Oh, okay, so I can add a few more back.
yeah, so I don't remember the instruction exactly, but so if you can look at it, and I think you should be able to.
All
It
right,
makes
that's useful. Thanks for your patience for me getting this thing going.
sure it can be frustrated. I've done it a few times, so it was pretty easy for me.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Right. Well, have a great rest of the Labor Day.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Good chatting with you.
Yep. See ya.
Take care.
Okay. Bye.